And some serious new concerns about the IRS just in time for tax season. A new watchdog report outlines major problems for the millions of us who are now trying to fill out our tax returns. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen's live in our D.C. bureau on this. So, James, it seems that this report looks like it will not be improving anybody's idea of the IRS, right?
No, it won't, Martha, but it may give Americans a better grasp of the challenges facing the agency, which is perhaps the object of more fear and loathing than any other in the federal government. The annual report by national taxpayer advocate Nina Olson finds that of the more than 100 million calls placed to the agency last year, nearly 20 million, or roughly one-fifth, went unanswered, with the average wait time on hold stretching to 18 minutes. What's more, when the agency does get around to your call or even to your walk-in visit to a branch office, its frontline customer service officers will only be able to answer quote-unquote basic questions. At the risk of vast understatement, said Olson, it is a sad state of affairs when the government writes tax laws as complex as ours and then is unable to answer any questions beyond basic ones from baffled citizens who are doing their best to comply. Olson also said IRS took a big hit in the forced budget cuts known as sequestration, while facing a surge simultaneously in identity theft crimes and fraud cases surrounding tax refunds, Martha.
Yeah, boy, all of this is really shocking, isn't it? We learned this at a time when the IRS itself remains under investigation, James.
That's true, and this stems from the Inspector General's finding last spring that IRS improperly targeted conservative and Tea Party groups for additional scrutiny in their applications for tax-exempt status. Similar findings were reached about liberal groups, though apparently not to the same extent. At least one mid-level IRS official has pleaded the fifth, while a career civil rights prosecutor was designated to help shape the Department of Justice's investigation into the matter. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas yesterday criticized Attorney General Eric Holder for the fact that no indictments have been brought and suggested the case cries out for a special prosecutor.
No one would have trusted John Mitchell to investigate Richard Nixon. Likewise, Janet Reno appointed Robert Fisk to investigate allegations against President Clinton.
I don't think that there is a basis for us to conclude on the information as it presently exists that there is any reason for the appointment of an independent counsel.
Holder also said the FBI and the Treasury Department are involved in this ongoing investigation. Martha.
And now the IRS will have a big role to play in healthcare as well, so
Indeed.
they can add that to their list of things to do in a tough environment. James, thank you very much.
Thank you.